What's going on, family?
Hi.
In today's video, we're gonna continue with the keys to having a more passionate and intimate relationship. This video is specifically for all the men out there. This is how to please your woman and how to create even more love, passion, and intimacy in your relationship. Of course, this is for anybody, male or female, but specifically for the guys out there. This is what you need to do in order to make her feel loved, appreciated, and how to really ignite that spark and that juice in your relationship. If you have it currently, this is how to keep that going. If you've lost it, this is how to reignite that spark in your relationship. These are the 9 keys to having more passion and intimacy in your relationship. This is a 3-part series. If you haven't already watched the first 2 videos, probably be a good time to watch them. Or you can watch them after this video. But watch them all in a row so that way you can have a clear understanding of exactly how to please your woman. And take extensive notes because this could mean life or death of your relationship. So today we're talking about key number 7, 8, and 9. The final 3 keys. Key number 7 is make decisions. Women feel unsafe with someone who is wishy-washy. Why is it important for men to know, hey, they have to make decisions? Why don't women like men who are wishy-washy, on the fence, they don't know what to do, they're always uncertain, always, oh, well, what if you think they're just a pleaser?
I think we're looking for men to be that masculine figure, the one that takes control and decides what's gonna happen.
Right.
Because I can do it, but that's not my job. Like,
Right.
that's not what Jehovah
Right.
wanted it for us. You know,
Right.
like, the guy makes decisions.
Right.
So
He's the head, he makes
So
decisions.
whenever, like at the beginning of a relationship, I think that was a little difficult because, you know, we were young and you were young and you were used to, you know, I would decide and I didn't like that. I remember there was a point where I was like, you need to like, I kind of told him, you need to man up and make decisions because I can, but it's your job.
And I said, hey baby, fine, I'll step up and I'll make the decisions.
Right.
And our life was
He
never
did.
the
I was
same.
like,
It was
wow,
always
okay.
amazing, always the best.
I was like, okay, yeah, that's what I need. I need a man. I need somebody to make decisions. And I know it's difficult when you're young. You're like, I don't want to tell her what to do. You know, in this.
I don't want to make her seem like I'm her father, I'm in charge. But listen, you men out there, a woman wants a man who knows how to take charge.
And in this times that we're living on, you know, you're equal. Like, oh, she decides and I decide, you know.
Nope.
Or women might say,
Nope.
you know, he's my head, but I'm the neck that moves him wherever I want. No, that's, you know, like, too. Like, I want you to decide. You need to make decisions. Like, I don't want to be the one make the difficult or the easy decisions. Because I could say, I'll tell you what I want.
Right.
But you're the one who decides. It's not gonna fall on me. Like, so I told him clearly, you know, so I didn't want somebody to be like, I don't know what you think. What do you think? What do you want to do? You know,
And
like,
even if
it's fine for you to ask me my opinion.
Consideration.
But I want you to say, this is what we're doing.
Right.
Like, it's fine. I love that he asked for my, you know, he's considerate of me.
Input. And you always do, you men out there.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, oh, well, I make, you know, like, it's nice to hear what your wife has to say because sometimes women see things differently than guys do. We might see the whole picture, the guy's just looking at where he wants to go, you know, like, and it's nice to hear it from someone else. But you decide at the end. So, yeah, that was something at the beginning in our relationship, I remember, and I was like, you need to just say, this is what we're doing, Monica.
And women find it super attractive when a man knows how to make decisions. Hey, baby, this is what we're doing. Hey, this is what we're gonna do. This is where we're going. This is how it's happening.
Like, that's
and a woman's like kind of in a way of like, hey, who do you think you are? They might give you some tension, but that doesn't mean that they don't want you to make the decision. If a woman challenges you and says, well, that's not a great decision, show her that it is. You know, take your wife or your lady into consideration. But at the end of the day, and for the women, you know, it's important for them to play the role and also let their man make the decisions. Let their man play their role as a head. Let their man lead the way. Because there's some occasions where a woman was all on her own, she's independent, and that can really ruin the marriage.
But that's another
That's
subject.
a whole other video.
That's another subject. It's just the point that you have to be a masculine self and be a man, and I have to be my feminine self, and you know, like, do as you say,
Yeah.
because I'm supposed to flow, you know, at whatever you say.
Respect his
not that
decisions.
I'm like a slave or whatever, but you know,
Right.
like I'm supposed to.
Right.
He's
Not
like-
supposed to challenge.
He's
his
supposed to take the
decisions.
lead, and I'm just
Right.
supposed to follow. You know,
Right.
that's how it is. If you
Right.
want to be in a marriage, that's how it is. That's how it works. It's not I decide,
Right.
because then it's like opposite.
Right.
It's not supposed to be like that, you know?
A
Because
woman
if,
did not get into a relationship to make all the decisions. They didn't.
no, because if I act like
Preacher wise.
no, because then if I have the masculine attitude where I'm like a man,
Yeah.
then you're gonna be feminine. Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't work. You're
Yeah.
meant to be a man. You're meant to make decisions as a husband.
Yeah.
So I remember that from the beginning. So I love that my husband takes
100%.
the lead and decides. I don't like
100%.
anybody like, oh, I don't know, wait, like asking everybody. No, like you decide. It's your choice.
So hopefully you guys get the point. You got to make decisions. Women do not find it attractive when a man is wishy-washy. They don't want to please her. They don't want somebody, yes, whatever you like, yes, that's okay. A woman likes to be pleased. And she likes a man that takes her into consideration, but she doesn't like somebody who is indecisive, never makes decisions, and she leaves the woman to make all the major decisions in a relationship. It doesn't mean a woman can't make decisions, but the major decisions need to be up to the man. And this isn't even our counsel. That comes from God himself. Key number 8, second key for today, is put your woman first. Show her that she is your priority. Why is it important for a man to put his woman first and for him to show her that she is his priority?
Because I think as women we want to feel needed. Like
Right.
we want to feel like we're your everything.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're like, you know, like you tell me that I'm your everything,
Yeah.
or just show it to me,
Yeah.
it's just amazing, because that's what we want. We want to feel needed. We're naturally like nurturers, and we like take care of people, but we like to also feel that like we're needed.
Right.
That we do that because we naturally do that, but I want to feel like I'm needed. Like if it wasn't for me, it wouldn't be this way or whatever
Right.
it is. I just want to feel needed.
Right. Work's not first place. You know, all these other things are not first place. Children are never first place. It's your spouse. Your spouse should always come first. You know, God's obviously, you know, going to be first place above everything, your personal relationship with him, but that should already be a given. Your next priority in life should always be your spouse. It's not your children. If your children are first, that's when your marriage, oh, well, I have to make sure my kids. But see, the problem is if you try to just focus on the kids, you forget about your spouse. It's pleasing your spouse first, and then you can deliver to your children. And we hear this from so many families that have children, and they say, oh, when I didn't put my spouse first, that's when our marriage had problems. Put my spouse first, all the problems eradicated, disappeared. So you like when a man makes you feel that you're his priority. Not
Yeah, like
work,
I'm
not
needed,
money,
I'm
not
wanted,
job,
yeah.
not recreational, not friends, not car. You know, nothing is more important than putting your spouse first and making sure she sees that she's your priority. Do you shut down when you're home? Or do you come home and, you know, turn on the TV and just go eat and isolate yourself and go all alone, and, you know, you go in the bedroom, you go in your home office, you're on your laptop, you're on your phone, or are you taking time to be present with your wife? Hey baby, how's everything? How's your day going? When you're talking to her and you're eating with her and you're talking, this is on a regular, consistent basis. What is more important to you? Are you showing her it's your spouse, or is it something else? Third key, this is the number 9, is take care of her. Be her rock, be reliable. Why is it important for a man to take care of his woman, to be her rock, for a man to be reliable?
Because if I rely on you and I tell you everything, if you weren't there for me, I'm gonna find someone else that gives me that.
Yep.
That I
Could be
can
another
run
man
to.
at work. Could be
That I
another
can run
person in the
to.
congregation.
It could be your kids.
It could even be kids.
It could be
a
your
friend,
kids.
a family,
There's-
a mother, a sister.
There's so many parents that go to their kids because they
Yeah.
find the love that they want from their kids because they're not getting them from their spouse.
Right.
And that's wrong, because it's a different kind of
Right.
love. And at some point your kids leave and then you
Right.
don't get that love, and then what happened to your marriage? You know,
Right.
like, so if you're not my rock, if you're not reliable, I'm gonna find someone else that will be.
100%.
Or you know, it's just not gonna work. Our marriage is
Right.
not gonna work because you're supposed to be my number one and I'm supposed to be your number one, and
Right.
we're supposed to be there for each other. So I just feel like if you're not there, I'll find it somewhere else.
Right.
You know, so, and that's not what we want.
And you got into a marriage, most women, all women, It's a human need. It's a human need. This is the way God created us. A woman is meant to be taken care of. So, a messed up line that parents teach their children is men will say to their daughters, make sure you do so well in life that you never have to depend on a man. But that's brainwashing your children into believing something that they really shouldn't believe. That's when a woman becomes masculine. That's when a woman becomes independent. Then she gets into a relationship or a marriage, and the way God created us is not for a woman to take the lead. It's a human need for a woman to rely on a man to take care of her.
And sometimes it's not that they tell you that.
Right.
They show you that.
Right.
Because
parents,
your parents show you that. It's not that they personally tell you, don't rely on any man. Nobody ever told me that, but I saw that my mom was a strong woman that raised all 5, 6 kids by herself. And she did it by herself. She didn't need a man. And you don't need a man to do this, and you don't need a man to hang up a picture for you, and you don't need a man to fix your car, and that was my mentality. I don't need it. So I was really I don't need a man to do it.
But the reality is you do need a man.
I do need a man. But that's what
Women,
I was...
the way God created
it.
This isn't us. This is good.
No, and a lot of people, maybe a lot of backlash because you're saying this, but it's the truth.
Right, we're not trying to offend anybody, but this is a
we,
reality.
in my household, we were raised with strong women. You don't need a man.
And you realize that once you got into a relationship.
Yeah, because
you were like,
it was a lot of issues with us because you were taught to be more masculine. Right, I was taught to be more masculine.
And all masculine means is I make decisions, I make it happen, I know what to do, I know how to take the lead. And feminine is they're dancey and flowy and easy and go with the flow, and they make the decisions and they take care of their needs.
And the thing is that I'm feminine because I'm a girl.
Right.
I'm feminine. But outside I was masculine. I was like, I'll take the lead. I don't care. I don't need a man.
You were feminine at core.
When we were married, I told him I need you to take the lead, but it would clash because I was like, oh, I'll do it or whatever it is, and I had to learn to be my feminine
self.
masculine
and masculine because then you're challenging each other.
It doesn't work. Either I'm gonna be masculine, you're gonna be feminine, but I wanted you to be your masculine self. It's a lot of confusion. This is not even the right subject, but I was raised in an environment where you don't need a man,
right? And
it's just wrong because
every woman wants a man to take care of her,
right?
100%. And it's so important for you to be her rock, for you to be reliable, for you to take care of your woman. And women, sisters, let your man take the lead if you're in a marriage. When you're dating, it's a little bit tougher. When you're engaged, same thing, but
it's tougher because the boyfriend or the fiance always wants to please.
They're not your head yet and stuff like that, right?
You, so they want to do anything
but when you're married, you gotta let the man take the lead. And if you're a man, if your woman is saying, hey, I'm gonna be my true feminine self, and I'm just gonna allow you to take care of me, you gotta show her that you can take care of her financially, emotionally, stably, physically. You gotta show her that you can take care of her. You can be her rock, that you can be reliable, that you can follow through when you say you're gonna follow through. So keys for having more passion and intimacy in your relationship, in your marriage. We're gonna read them all. So 9 keys to passion and intimacy. In summary, key number 1, let her vent to you. Key number 2,
validate her feelings.
Key number 3, don't try to solve the problem, instead just focus on listening. Key number 4,
regularly express what you appreciate about her.
Key number 5, leave electronic devices outside the bedroom and give her your undivided attention. Key number 6,
take time to notice what usually goes unnoticed.
Key number 7, make decisions. Women feel unsafe with somebody who's wishy-washy. Key number 8,
put your woman first. Show her that she is your priority.
And the final key to having more passion and intimacy in your relationship is take care of her, be her rock, and be reliable. Well, hopefully, family, you guys enjoyed this 3-part series on how to have more passion and intimacy in your relationship. If you're married, but this is for sure definitely for you. If you're in a relationship, this is something that you want to master before you get married. If you're just dating or you're engaged, once you take your marriage to your relationship to another level and you're bonding yourself as one flesh, this is something that you definitely want to follow for all the men out there. And for the ladies, don't you worry. We're going to put out a same thing as we did for the men, a 3-part series for 9 keys for passion and intimacy, but for the women. This is how you please your man. Well, hopefully, family, if you guys enjoyed this video, we'd love to hear, what is your favorite key as a woman or as a man? Put it down in the comments below. If you haven't already done so, family, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and of course,
share
with somebody you think that could definitely learn from this. All right, family, we love you guys.
Love you guys. Bye.